came on this course because it seems like it's a very exciting way to go, and it's something challenging.
To prepare for this type of, I don't think you prepare enough, no matter what, for something like undergoing this.
I wanted to seize an opportunity.
We all know that the world's changing. There's kind of an increased need for individuals who are looking to be challenged and who are willing to take a lot of responsibility on their hands. And I was hoping that I might be one of those people.
You kind of have to win over your own mind in the dark moments to find that little fire that keeps you going. It's not easy.
There's the risk of danger and that, so that's always kind of exciting. At the same time, it's different. It's something new.
We're looking for someone who's resilient, mental toughness, able to make decisions under duress, be very independent and think on their feet and make the correct decisions.
What we're looking for in our candidates is that drive and determination and really the motivation to get the job done. They have to be able to operate independently, understanding what commander's planning guidance is and really what the intent of the mission is, and being able to interpret that so if they don't have any further direction, they'll operate in an appropriate manner and they'll get the job done. The candidates we bring in, they're obviously all drawn from the Royal Canadian Navy.
We have reserve force members, we have reg force members, officers and NCOs and junior ranks alike. They all come out, they all have a place on the team.
I decided to make a try at the Enhanced Naval Boarding Party. For myself personally, I wanted to work with very, very good people. I wanted to work in a small team environment with mission-oriented individuals who understood the seriousness that can be associated with some of the concepts of MIO, Maritime Interdiction Operations.
What appeals to me about the Enhanced Boarding Party is that it's something that's new and it's blood flowing. You're protecting Canada and its interests.
I take a lot of personal pride in my job and what I do, and I felt like this was going to be an opportunity for me to be even more effective and contribute in a greater way.
The selection process itself is designed to closely replicate the maritime environment. The candidates are frequently cold, they're tired, frequently hungry, and they're exposed to the elements at all times. The maritime environment itself that we operate in is one of the more challenging ones for the Canadian Armed Forces to operate in. We can pretty much guarantee that the weather will always be wet, and certainly 50% of the time it's going to be dark. The candidates have to be comfortable operating in those environments, and most importantly, they've got to be very comfortable in the water.
95% of the job is being able to be on the water, be confident, be capable, have no fear of the water. Your teammates have to be able to trust that you're going to be able to react and do your job. They go through heavy physical fitness, mentally challenging tasks, some forms of sleep deprivation, which assists in bringing out true character.
We'll put them through a full spectrum of phobias that are commonly associated with the maritime environment. These things will stress them physically, and also will apply a certain amount of tedium. They'll have to do simple exercises over and over again that are very challenging and have to be done right every single time. And they will also have to do activities as part of a team, where if they're not able to pull their weight, that team will fail.
Really, it's just a matter of keeping your nose to the grindstone and being able to be a member of a team and allowing other people to help you, and then they'll, allow you to help them back.
It takes a lot of guts for any candidate just to come out. Really, we're looking for that 1% who want to come out and actually challenge selection. They're looking for something a little bit more from their career with the Navy. They're looking for something with a little more adventure, something perhaps a little more high speed.
What I discovered was that all the preparation in the world is great, but it came down to finding that part of myself that was going to allow me to push a little bit further, somehow and somewhere. I just have to find it in yourself.
Selection is very, very difficult, but the ones who aren't able to make it, they still have our complete respect, because it just takes that huge amount of courage to come out and throw yourself at the unknown.
The unknown kept me anxious. I would say that the unknown remained the unknown up until the last minute.
For me, I didn't even think don't quit, because if you think don't quit, you're actually kind of thinking about quitting. So to me, it was just do what you got to do, and then that's it. Just think about what the task is at hand and just do it and carry on.
On completion of selection, we'll sit a board to review all the files from the candidates. On completion of that, we'll select the top performers and invite them out to participate in a Maritime Tactical Operators course. On completion of that course, they will be Maritime Tactical Operators. They will form an enhanced naval boarding team for potential deployment on a HMC ship.
If I was to have any anxieties about what lies ahead, the Maritime Tactical Operators course, which is a 3-month course, should I be selected, is also very challenging. And if you fail any of the phases of that, then that's it, you're out.
The success rate or completion rate for selection is approximately 50%. On completion of selection, it's an incredibly emotional time for the candidates. They have a huge amount of pride, certainly a huge amount of relief, perhaps a little bit of disbelief that they were able to get through it. But most of all, what we take away is the pride that these sailors have.
Being a part of a group like this is really the kind of crowning achievement of being in the military. It's an extremely cohesive bond, and it wells you up with an immense feeling of personal pride and accomplishment that really sets you up for your life. Being able to move ahead knowing that you can do basically whatever you set your mind to.
I don't actually feel like I've been hit by a truck right now after we're done. So it's like my body's actually doing what it's been designed to do, and it feels good. I feel healthy.
I don't want to admit it, but the toughest part is probably that I had to cart around the same amount of kit and the same weight as people who, in some cases, weighed a good 50, 60, 70 pounds more than I do. So that was probably the toughest part. But having a good team around you who are willing to help you out is the key there.
This course is hard. It was really hard. There was never any time, I guess, when I was considering quitting. It's not really in me. But the guys here, they really put on a good show. They beat you down pretty good. And, I'd suggest to anyone who wants to do this, really do a self-check. Make sure you're really ready to come here, because it's a tough go.
Based on the responsibility that we place on these members to operate independently, representing Canada around the world, we really cannot take any risk in selecting the wrong members. I'd much rather take no one than to take the wrong person and assume that risk.
I want to thank the guys that have drove this forward. Lieutenant Commander Will Lunn and the entire staff here have done an absolutely fantastic job. I sat down with Will less than a year ago with Chief McAlpine and Chief Bethel. We sat and talked about what we wanted to develop in the Navy for a robust, enhanced naval boarding party that's able to deploy on our deployers throughout the globe and do the operations we want them to do. In 9 months, flash to bang, we had an idea, got some applicants for the course, we developed the course, we conducted the course, and we produced today a team, the Enhanced Naval Boarding Party, Team 1, that's going to go out the doors Winnipeg very shortly to global deployment on behalf of the Royal Canadian Navy. That flash to bang time in 9 months, that's pretty hard to do. I think the credit goes to entire Will, your team, and all the folks over there, and thanks very much for all the instructors. You bought into the idea, and you generated an exceptional capability for the Royal Canadian Navy, one that we're going to be able to use throughout the globe.